All right, so welcome to our Level Up chat. So are you guys ready to level up? Are you leaders ready to take your business to the next level? I mean, it's the end of the year, right? And we're doing all that we can to grow our teams and have some good sales. So we are looking forward to seeing your year wrap up and you getting to the next level and setting yourself up for a really good year for 2020. So my name is Marie Gaynor, and I am a field sales coach in Central Florida. And joining me tonight is Patricia James, Pat James. Pat, do you want to say hello?
Hello, everyone, and so glad you're with us and looking forward to a really nice webinar. And I'd like to thank Marie for all the support and help because she really puts a lot of effort into all of this and we work hard on it. So we really appreciate your attendance and we're glad you're with us.
Oh, well, thank you, Pat. So mark your calendars. Pat and I will be doing these level ups. They're just a really quick, fun, not more than 30 minutes. I mean, sometimes it may only be 15, 20 minutes, depending on what's going on. So we just want to do some shout outs, remind you of any incentives that are going on, any business updates that we need to pass on to you, and then hopefully give you a little bit of information that's going to help you with your business as well. So with that being said, if I can get the screen, you don't want to see that. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So let's just go ahead and kick off this leadership level up chat with a little recognition. And I'm sure that all of you are aware that our Make It Jamaica incentive is coming to a close in campaign 2. So many of you are getting very close to achieving, and we already have many achievers nationwide. And here in our local territories, we do have achievers as well. So I'd like to go ahead and congratulate the 3 in our territory right now that have earned a trip for 1. And that is Richard Langevin, Ann Shoulder, and Sharon Beasley. They have all earned the trip for 1 to Jamaica. And it looks like all 3 of them are tracking to achieve the trip for 2. So that's really great news. In addition to Richard, Ann, and Sharon, there are, from what I can see right now, about 6 more representatives, maybe even more, that I believe that are going to achieve the trip for 1. So we're going to have lots of people going. I am so proud of what all of you are accomplishing with your business this year. So very proud. So Pat, I'm sure that you have many achievers as well. Would you like to recognize your team?
Sure. We actually have 2 that have gotten the trip for 2. And it's Peter and Bernadette Calamares and Whitney Bean. And we have Marva Taylor. And I believe Jean Satterfield actually will be getting it in this campaign. So everyone else, very close. We've got people that are right there. And because we do know we have until January 7th, there is still plenty of time. I see Melissa English is on tonight. And I will tell you that she has been working really hard to achieve this for 2. And I just know she's going to do it. So I just say keep going. We have lots of time left. And I think that this looks like a beautiful place. And as I said, check your teams. See who you have who's close. Have a conversation with them because this is really an important thing that they can actually achieve by January 7th.
Fantastic, right. I mean, so check it out. Again, it wraps up on January 7th, which is the close of campaign 2. And the dates for the trip are May 17th to the 21st. It's going to be a fabulous trip. I mean, I am really jealous. I would love to be there. That resort just looks fabulous. All right, so tomorrow is the beginning of campaign 25. And can you believe it? We only have 42 more days before Christmas. I mean, that to me is like, oh my gosh, where did the year go, right? Well, it's time to bring those personal shoppers onto your team. The startup fee of $30, of course, is going to give them 3 kit options to choose from, and they are guaranteed to earn or get a discount of 40% on their first order. So what better time to join and get a 40% discount on all of their holiday and Christmas shopping, right? So the benefits of having Avon personal shoppers on your team are they're buying consumable products that like their daily care, that they're shopping for themselves a lot. They are going to be getting discounts on products that she would already be purchasing for herself and her family. They'll be shopping for the holidays at this time of year and get it for a discount. And of course, there's no pressure to have an order size goal or consistency, because personal shoppers, as long as they have a zero balance, they can go 6 consecutive campaigns or basically 3 months without placing an order. Of course, we want them to place more frequent orders, but think about adding, what if you were to add 20 personal shoppers that purchase at least every other month? Maybe they're just getting their daily care products, their shampoo and deodorant, and spending for themselves maybe $50, $60. What we know is that a lot of the personal shoppers cover their out-of-pocket costs for their own orders by simply selling to their friends and family, neighbors, or coworkers. So that maybe $40, $50, $60 personal order now with their coworkers and their neighbors or family may put them up to $100, $150. So certainly there are benefits to bringing on the Avon personal shopper. When they start selling to their family and friends, then they become more frequent representatives. So instead of putting an order in once every 3 months, it may be once a month, maybe it's every other campaign. So certainly those are just some of the benefits of having personal shoppers. All right, Pat.
Okay. Well, Marie said a lot of good things there about the personal shoppers, but I really want to take just a couple minutes here and talk about how important it is to look at your removals. I know that people reach out to their removals, every now and then, but I'll tell you that I think we have so much going on that you stand a great opportunity of bringing some people back. People that might have been struggling, people who have said, oh, I don't want to do Avon anymore. Well, they don't know about our Chi and the Face Shop. I will tell you, a lot of them don't even know that LG is our parent company. So you have an opportunity here. I would encourage you go back to actually campaign 24/5 and look at who has been removed in the last year. I know that I sent out that beautiful smile box that Marie creates. So I sent that out to all of you today. And also that video that was done about Chi with that fabulous hairdresser. Little things like that. So it's not just something like, oh, come back to Avon. Okay? Give them a reason to come back to Avon. We are new. We are new. And we will be very new as we move forward with this new company. They are innovative, they are creative, they will be bringing us new things in the new year. I mean, there is never a better time. And you have the double opportunity here. We have the holiday items, we have the Chi products, and the Face Shop products. So if you actually haven't been buying and using for yourself, you're missing a great opportunity. My hair is doing great. I'm laughing because I actually sent something out, said my hair feels wonderful, and it does. But no, I'm encouraging you. Go after the removals. Bring them back. Let them know what the opportunities are for them. And if you happen to be someone like I know some of you are, and you have an older list of people that perhaps, haven't been with us in a little while, check in with them. So just set aside a little bit of time. I'm not telling you to take all day to do this, but send them something visual. Send them that Chi video. Send them the smile box so they can see the products and what Avon looks like now, because it looks different than a year ago. So just take a little time in this next campaign, really look at your removals all the way back, because they can still come in for free. as long as they've not been, gone a year. And I just think it's an opportunity to reestablish relationships, let people know some of the new exciting things, and get a chance to introduce these wonderful new products.
Okay, thank you. Really great tips there, and certainly it's a great time to come back to Avon. And those removed representatives, to Pat's point, may not be aware of any of the recent changes to Avon. So certainly keeping them informed and sending them the videos and smile boxes, really, really great tips. All right, so let's talk about try it kits, and some of you in the past might have been taking advantage of these. I love it, especially this time of year. But just the idea that we can offer prospective representatives the opportunity to try our business before they jump in, with both feet, I think it's just a really great offer. But instead of using a traditional try it kit, which would include a few brochures and order slips, we can just give them the new customer offer flyer, which you can find on Avon U under your resources. So, instead of investing extra money in purchasing the brochures, you can just give them a flyer, or you can text it to them. You can email it to them. You can post it on Facebook. But here's what you can tell them. When they sell 4 of the Love Your Face sets, which is the one on the bottom left, it's the $25 set, and they collect the money from the customers who order them, they're going to have enough money to pay for the cost of that order, plus enough to cover the cost of starting their Avon business, which of course is $30. So I said 4 kits, so it's $100, right? So $100, their cost is going to be $60. That leaves them $40. 30 of that will be the cost of their kit, and then they'll have the $10 extra. So offer them the flyer, and then coach them on words to use as they promote the set, and then watch their earnings explode. So again, you can send the try it kit through the mail or email. You can text it, put it on Facebook, but what a great time to get them started so they can see and test the waters with their prospective customers. Is this going to work? Now, of course, if you want to give them some brochures, maybe give them the electronic link to a brochure if that's not working. I know they're working to fix that, but certainly, let's help them out and let them try out the opportunity.
Okay, so understanding actually where you're at is the most important thing each of you could do, because this is just a simple lesson in business management. When you consistently do the same thing every campaign and you begin to have a rhythm and a pattern, you will see a change in your numbers. I've had leaders who fought me on this. They're like, oh, I don't want to do that. Well, I actually wish the one leader was on tonight, but she was unavailable. She fought me for a while there on a few things. And then I said, tell you what, try it for 2 campaigns. If you hate it, okay, fine, I'll accept you don't want to do it again. And I'll explain in a minute what I'm talking about, what she didn't want to do and fought me on. Well, she ended up doing it for a month for 2 campaigns. And I will tell you, when she consistently got into the rhythm of every campaign, even if it's on your calendar, if it's a sticky note that says every Wednesday I'm going to do a certain something, okay? So understanding your team means understanding your numbers. And if you're not doing $200 in personal sales, you're not getting paid. We know that. So that's a given, okay? Must be 200 minimum, and I know most of you do more than that. But the big kicker here, if you had 2/3, 66%, placing that order, that first generation, what a difference it would make. We know we're all trying to raise our activity. How do we do that? Well, we have to let people know what new products are. We know that Avon representatives, many of them, maybe they're not looking at and reading everything they get. But when they get stuff from you, from their leader, many, many times, they're going to be like, oh, she bought that. She's doing that. She loves that. So really, communication is the key. And again, looking at that activity, you can find it on your homepage. Of course, always looking at the orders to see. And really looking at the no orders on the inactivity report, very important. And I don't mean waiting until Sunday when we close Tuesday. I mean consistently. Who's not ordering? Look at the pattern. Who are, you know, some of your folks are going to order on Monday, some even on Tuesday. You know who they are. But I would be looking, because you have people there that might have forgotten. Maybe they are those personal shoppers Marie was talking about. They just need a little nudge. They need to know that maybe something's on sale, something quick that you can do. And I do think that it would impact the results, and it would help you get more orders. And move to the next one, Marie, because this is the big one. Okay, this is the one where people say to me, oh, I already do this. Well, do you really do this every campaign? That's the question. It's not good enough to do it every other campaign or every third campaign. This has to become part of your business management process, because you are the leader of a company. And I can promise you that leaders of companies consistently do things. And that's the reason that they get the numbers they get. So, calling team members who have no orders. Some of you on this call tonight have very, very large teams. You're not going to call every person, okay? If you have a smaller team, fine, make some calls. If you notice that some of your, really big people are not ordering, you better be calling them, because maybe there's something wrong. Maybe something happened. But reach out to as many as you can. I say, be consistent, but actually, get something out to people. And it isn't just, oh, you only have until Tuesday to order. Give them a reason to order. Give them a reason. It can't just be chasing orders. And recognize those that do well, because people like to be recognized and, told, hey, you had a great campaign, and let other people see too that there are people doing it, because we know sometimes people feel like, well, she can do it, but I can't. When they start to see that other people, your new LOA, 1 to 6, give those people recognition. Let people see that it's possible to be new and do very well. And I'll give you a good example. I told everyone on our call Monday, on our coach call, I have been working with a girl for the last about week and a half. She was an LOA 1 from Sarasota. Her first campaign was $68 and she got 40%. We started talking, and we were talking, back and forth. And when we went through what it really takes to be in this business, why, and why it's so important to do well. Campaign 24, she was at $386 the last time I looked. She came over to the Strides Walk on Sunday to meet me, and we sat there and talked. She was actually my top person ordering the Chi products. And she did order them from Miami Sales Center. And she was so happy because she just started doing it in kind of a different way for this second campaign. And she is really jazzed. I mean, she wants to make her kickstart. And so, and I believe she'll do it. I mean, she's out there doing it. So never rule out that person that came in and joined your team there with the $68 order. Take a minute there, talk to them, because this one, she turned it around in a week and a half. And then that gets you into that one-on-one coaching, spending time with people. In the field is always great if you have the time and the ability to be with people. But of course, I know many of you have people that are all over the place, but find a way. Do a virtual or do a Zoom or do something where you can engage more of your team. And then if we do meetings and trainings, live or virtual, get them engaged more. Really promote these for people. The leaders, a lot of times, you guys will get on this call, but how much have you really promoted it with your own leaders? They need you telling them this is important. And it also helps you be able to let them receive some training that you're not doing everything yourself, because we're here to support. And then you can take what we're doing and take it back to the whole team. But I encourage you on our other calls. I mean, we have a call on Thursday night for new people. If you, and I sent it out, if you have not reached out to your new people to let them know, hey, this is a great call, get on there. It's a 30-minute call for new people. You need to work too, so that you can get them on the calls, make them feel part of the community. And then involve the team members. I love this. This is kind of mentoring, and this could do a lot for all of your businesses. Find someone who's your chi expert. Find someone who's using the new Face Shop products and loving them. Have that person help you through a training or even on social media. This example of a person that likes doing parties. If that person's willing to share the tips, why not? Someone else may book a party. And so involve the team members, have them working with you in tandem so that you can get this word out to people. And they're not just hearing from us or from you, they're hearing from other representatives. So those are my kind of tips for really impacting your activity and orders, because we are here for sales. Sales are important. And I think that, you know, you have all the tools you need. And I did forget one thing to say.